I'm happy finally to have with me Paolo Pescatore. Ciao Paolo.
Ciao bello, come stai? By trade, I would regard myself as an industry analyst. I've been doing this for about, just over 25 years. I'm very passionate, as you know, about what I do. And I don't know many people that would convert their living room into an experience center and actually compare a show that's being broadcast live and compare it to streaming between 365-inch TVs, numerous set-top boxes, tablets, and smartphones. It drives my family insane. They never know at times which remote control to pick up, but it's great to be able to live and breathe. When I look at media and broadcast per se, which is something that we have in common, there hasn't really been any innovation for a while. There's no real disruption. All of the disruption is coming from what's happening in the tech world. And obviously, I'm surprised it's taken this long, but AI is driving that disruption. What has changed in the lead up to where we are now is effectively the distribution. Many of the providers that have the customer relationship ultimately, have to kind of reinvent the way that they also connect with customers, because obviously the move towards streaming and that land grab of subscribers effectively led to that big bundle being completely dismantled. And what we're seeing now, which I predicted many years ago, was effectively looking towards the return of the big bundle, but being delivered via, IP. So I think for Netflix that if you think about them as a business, the biggest challenge for them is how do they keep bringing something new and fresh to the market, equally, retaining customers when everyone is trying to come in and eat their lunch.
I think retention, I'm not sure today, but like 2 years ago, retention was like churn, and retention was the problem. Do you think it was a real problem for everybody? Do you think now the things are different? Do you have what's your take on the importance of fighting churns or retention compared to...
Look, it doesn't matter which industry you look at right now, whether it's tech, whether it's telco, or whether it's media. I'm of the opinion there aren't that many subscribers to go out there and acquire. And so before you can even think about acquiring customers, all of the focus should be on customer retention. If you can look after your customer, that will extend the life cycle and the revenue potential from that customer, while also reducing your costs. Every industry is struggling right now for numerous and well-known reasons. So everyone is kind to think about, how do you then compete? Consolidation seems to be ripe. And obviously when you're looking to consolidate, of course, your biggest focus has to be trying to minimize the disruption for your own customers and trying to retain them first and foremost. Only this week, Vodafone and two mobile operators in UK came together and started trading from day one as a new entity, Vodafone and Free, biggest mobile operator now in the UK. Their focus has to be on retaining their own customers before they can start acquiring new customers. And I think that's the same for any industry, any player in the marketplace.
And do you think there is like an angle to it, or it's a combination of, because the more I talk to people, the more I understand it's a multi-faceted solution or issue and solution. So you need the right technology, you need the right content, you need the right customer experience, customer relationship, you need to look at the competition. So it's a very sophisticated matter in my view. Or do you think there is more, someone in the room has more responsibility? Because when you say it's everybody's responsibility, it doesn't work. I mean, we know well, right? So,
well, look, and if you look at the streaming world where typically it's been largely subscription, you don't want it to be another gym subscription where you sign up and you don't go. Let's be honest about it. So I think and the key part of the conversation has to be engagement, and bringing the elements that you just talked about there, Carlo, really help drive engagement. Obviously price has to be the right product, and then you need to kind of have the right way of delivering and the user experience. There's a lot of user experiences that are absolute dreadful, absolute car crash. You sign up, you start using them, and then you feel this is dreadful. I spent and this is a problem now in the streaming world, right? You sat down, you're ready to watch something, you're scrolling around half an hour, you still can't find what you want to watch, and that's dreadful. And so, all of those elements play a key part in trying to retain the customer.
Va bene, grazie Paolo. Let's finish in Italian. Ciao.
Ciao, grazie tanto.
Buon viaggio dovunque tu vada. So che adesso viaggi per un po'.
Grazie tanto, Carlo.